The U.S. military has conducted more than 150 airstrikes in support of forces fighting against Islamic State militants in Iraq. But the scope has been limited. The military says President Obama has not instructed them to target Islamic State leaders, as it has targeted leaders of al-Qaeda and al-Shabaab. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says they have clear guidelines.
Protect our people and critical infrastructures in Iraq.
But experts say defeating Islamic State militants will take a lot more. Stephen Biddle is with the Council on Foreign Relations.
There's been to date a serious mismatch between very ambitious ends and very limited means. A strategy that would make sense would bring those into alignment.
White House spokesman Josh Earnest says the president is not considering the deployment of ground troops in Iraq or Syria.
This is not a fight that the United States can take on for them.
The U.S. is forging a coalition of partners to counter the Islamic State. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel has crisscrossed the globe to discuss the growing threat. But even strong allies like Turkey have shown hesitation to fight. Most of the fighting has fallen to Iraqi forces and the Kurdish Peshmerga. Retired Army Colonel Jeff McCausland told Al Hura Television the U.S. military is poised to support them.
Part of what the United States has done over the last few months with soldiers we have sent to Iraq, numbering now about 1,000, is not only enhance the security at our diplomatic posts in Iraq, but also conduct an assessment along with the Iraqi military about their requirements as well as the requirements of the Peshmerga.
And he says the coalition will also need to support those fighting Islamic State militants in Syria. But Biddle says there is a problem.
A program that's entirely dependent on local U.S. allies to do the heavy military lifting on the ground and doesn't explain how exactly we're going to overcome the political problems and the effectiveness of those allies is leaving too much unstated.
He says the Iraqi military must become less politicized if it is to effectively fight foreign threats. And that is something that depends more on the strength of the new Iraqi government than on U.S. training and strategy. Carla Babb, VOA News, the Pentagon.